if the church is doing its job, it will be the greatest spiritual awakening in the history of mankind.
Right, but are we going to be running and hiding under a rock? Are we going to be persecuted?
Well, it's not the lukewarm church that's going to awaken. They're going to think, oh, the New World Order is wonderful. This is what we've been praying for.
We're just too comfortable as Christians. We need to understand this could happen just like that.
Let me tell you, this is not going to be 3,000 dead. This is
Wow.
going to be millions
Wow.
dead.
Where is Islam in all this? Did they play a major part in this end times Antichrist? Are they?
They do.
Okay, how?
Well, the war that we're speaking of that will kill 1/3 of mankind, that happens before the tribulation,
Okay,
which could start today, anytime up until the beginning of the Great Tribulation.
okay.
That war will come out of the Euphrates River. The Bible says there are 4 angels bound in the great river Euphrates, which were prepared for an hour, a day, a month, and a year for a specific time to kill 1/3 part of mankind.
Wow.
And it says it starts in the Euphrates River. Well, we have troops up and down. The United States has 6 air bases up and down the Euphrates River.
Wow.
Russia has air bases up and down the Euphrates River. They're on the west side, we're on the east side. Between Russia and the United States, we have 90% of the world's nuclear weapons.
When-
And they're stationed along the Euphrates River today.
When could this start? I mean, could it start tomorrow?
It could.
So we're that close, you believe?
It could start tomorrow
Eh.
because there's a lot of tension building between us and China right now.
Yeah.
The trade conflict,
Right.
plus China, everybody said that the 21st century is going to be the Chinese century, but Trump is moving to head that
Yeah.
off. We don't want the world to be led by a Marxist dictatorship.
Right,
So
right.
he's moving to head that off. And up till now, China's been growing by leaps and bounds economically. Now then he's saying, wait a minute, you're running a $500 billion surplus with us every year. We got to stop this. Well, that's the cash cow that China's been growing. They've been growing 10% per year since 1980.
I know they have.
10% per year.
And he's thrown a rock in that to where it stopped everything. China's like frozen. But how does that affect? What does that have to do with Islam? In other words, how is Islam? How is that war going to break out? We have a lot of Muslims in the United States.
Oh, yeah, all over the world.
Yeah, but let's talk.
1.8 million.
Agreed.
1.8 billion.
Agreed. But we're close to the United States. How's that going to affect us?
Well, the Bible says the war will start from the Euphrates River. Every inch of the Euphrates River
Right.
is controlled by Islam. Turkey, 98% Islam. Syria, 92%. Iraq, 97%. Iran, almost 100%.
Right.
Every inch of the Euphrates is controlled by Islam. So if this war is going to emanate out from Islam, then obviously Islam is going to be tremendously involved. Now, Islam has to be suppressed before the Antichrist can build his one world government.
Okay.
Because Islam will never consent to a one world government unless they can rule it. They're too
That's
strong.
right. That's right.
So consequently, the only other option is you got to crush them down.
Is that what's going to happen in America? You think we're going to crush down the Muslims in
I
America?
think we're going to do it in America. We're going to do it in Europe. There's 50 million Muslims in Europe.
But Irvin, you're talking. There could be a lot of bloodshed to do that. I mean,
Yeah.
they're not just going to.
2.5 billion people.
They're just not going to
40
give up.
times World War II.
They're not going to throw up their hands and go, "Oh, I changed my mind. I'm not going to die for Muhammad." Right? So you're saying in America there could be bloodshed.
I would not be surprised if China would launch a nuclear attack against America. They now have intercontinental ballistic missiles that can reach every single city in America. And we might lose 20 million, and we might lose 50 million.
Here in America?
In this war, we could, yes. I hope it's not true. But when you talk about killing 2.5 billion, then,
you got it.
50 million in America will be considered a small hit.
Right, you got to start somewhere, right? It's got to happen somewhere. So Christians in America, we go to church every Sunday, and the SUVs, I call them the Six Flags Over Jesus churches, or they can be the small churches. It's too comfortable, Irvin. We're just too comfortable as Christians. We need to understand this could happen just like that.
Well,
right?
it's about over. That comfort is about over.
It's
because
about over.
When they signed this Middle East peace agreement,
Okay.
we're going to be trumpeted into the world. You got 7 years to the second coming. You got 7 years to the Battle of Armageddon. Whatever you're going to do quickly. And furthermore, if this war starts before that, then obviously it's going to. Remember what happened to America after the 9/11 attacks?
Right.
For 3 or 4 or 5 weeks, we had a revival.
Yeah, people came back to God.
Well, let me tell you, this is not going to be 3,000 dead. This is going to be
Wow.
millions
Wow.
dead.
Wow.
And if the church is doing its job, it will be the greatest spiritual awakening in the history of mankind. And by the way, it's in the book of Revelation that there's going to be a great revival. It says in the book of Revelation, chapter number 7, verse 9, I saw a great multitude that no man could number out of every kindred, every people, every nation, every tongue. And the elder said to John, these are they that have come out of great tribulation. They voiced their robes, made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Now, the great tribulation is coming, but the other side of that record is the great revival is coming. I'm talking about the greatest revival ever. Amen. Because we've got 28 times as many people living on earth today as lived during the apostles.
Wow.
So we should have a 28 times revival.
Right, but wait a minute, hold it. Irvin said revival, but we got to back up and understand. He also said there were going to be a lot of people that were going to lose their lives here in America. The question is it going to be you? Is it going to be me? Is it going to be you? We have to be ready to stand before the Lord and get out right now today
at all times
and do what we're called to do right now. The days of going to church in the SUV and mailing it in and once every Sunday, that's over, right?
It is over, or at least it should be. Now, we've got to say one more thing that's so vital.
Yeah.
The Bible prophesies not only is there going to be a world government, there's going to be a one world religion. And the Bible teaches that most Catholics and most Protestants are going to follow the false prophet, who will be the world's leading Christian.
Okay.
They're going to follow him straight into an alliance with the Antichrist.
Wow.
So it's not the lukewarm church that's going to awaken. They're going to think, oh, the New World Order is wonderful. This is what we've been praying for. They may even come to believe that the Antichrist is really the Messiah.
Exactly. And this is one of the episodes in The Last Evangelist, the TV series I'm doing. It's the underground church, okay? You have the registered church, you have the unregistered church. What you're saying is that the false religion, the false prophets will form this one world religion, right?
Yes.
And people here in America, they'll join up thinking this is God.
It's already happening.
Yeah.
Already, the Pope is beckoning the mainline churches to come over and visit and to join up. It's already happening.
But then what's going to happen to us? I mean, what's going to happen to people that are the true believers? I mean,
they're going that way. We're going that way.
Right, but are we going to be running and hiding under a rock? Are we going to be persecuted?
Well, here in America is going to be the good guys, fortunately.
Okay.
Because we're going to be defending Israel. Okay. Europe is going to be a horrible place to be. Any place the Antichrist is in control will be under the iron heel of his dictatorship, and the mark of the beast will be implemented. However, America is going to fight against the Antichrist. We're very blessed, and we better really pray and really get close to God.
Wow. So, Irvin, to sum it up, no matter what, it could happen the blink of an eye, a minute from now, an hour from now, tomorrow, that we must be ready right now.
Think about Hiroshima. Think about the attack on Hawaii.
Yeah.
Pearl Harbor.
Right. They were just going about their business.
And boom.
Boom.
Okay. The East, when they decide to go to war, they love surprise attacks. That's what Japan did to us. And I don't know exactly how this war is going to come to pass. I don't even know for positive America will be involved. But to kill 2.5 billion people, you got to have a lot of nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
And America's got a lot of them.
Yeah.
So it looks like to me, because when the dust clears, the Bible teaches that the center of world power swings to Europe, because Europe is going to be the power base of the Antichrist. That seems to speak to me that America will be reduced in power. Russia's going to join up with Europe. I mean, when you get Russia and all of Europe together and America and Israel out here by ourselves,
it's going to be an ugly situation.
It is, but it's also going to be wonderful.
Because of the revival.
The Bible says, here's what the Bible says, that the Antichrist will corrupt many by flatteries, but the people that do know their God shall be strong and do exploits, and they that understand among the people shall instruct many. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what you needed to be doing. That's what I need to be doing. Plain church is over.
It's over, folks. Irvin, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Glad to be with you.
God bless you guys.